Hello, my loves. Hello to all those that are here with me live, and also to all those that are watching the recording of this workshop that I'm sharing with you today, that is all about connecting with solar energy and the power and the healing of solar energy in alliance and with the support of flower essences and plant allies in general. So I'm going to be sharing with you today 3 different ways that I recommend to connect to both our solar power, our solar energy, and also the plant allies, flowers and trees that can support this and can act as guardians and guides along the way. So I want to begin with, starting why should we connect with our solar energy? Well, solar, the sun, is the center of this existence, this planet and this solar system. So we have the literal sun that is there at the center of everything. Everything exists, you exist because of the sun. And therefore the sun is actually contained within everything. So from your skin, your blood, yourself, your energy, your aura, your spirit even, and the food that you eat, the air that you breathe, the trees that you look at, your clothes, everything literally contains some part of the sun. It absorbs, it is absorbed by everything, so it is literally in everything, which means that we can access it in everything. We can always connect to solar energy. Even the moonlight is a reflection of the sunlight. So it's there available in everything, and we can connect to it anytime, in any place, from our body to our food, to the trees, even our clothing and all of the things around us, like our furniture even, all has that sun within it. The sun also is a great teacher in that it contains a paradox. So it can both create, if you think of the crops, and it can also destroy. So think about desert and fires from intense heat. So it is the and either, and or, and both. It can teach us about this paradox within, and it can also give us a way to work with either these energies or either these intentions. So if you're wanting to destroy something, to let something go, to give it death, then you can use the sun for that. And you can also use it as an ally for life as well, for creation, for nurturing. So they're just 2 of the powerful ways that you can connect to solar energy, and why. And then why plants and flower essences? Why can they in particular help you with solar connection and solar healing? Well, they are one of those elements that contains the sun. They're out all day, kind of absorbing that energy from the sun. They contain it, they thrive with it. They've been working as allies with the sun, for eternity, since the sun and plants existed. And there's also this ancestral wisdom that is within flowers and trees, that this ancestral wisdom that they carry forth, that they've had for hundreds of thousands of years, that has been unfiltered and unadulterated by human intention or human perspective, human conditions. So you've got pure wisdom there that comes from source, that comes from nature, Mama Gaia, and holds within it earth codes as well as sun codes. Flower essences, which I work with in particular, in my journeys, the meditations I create, also in my one-to-one flower essence consultations with clients. Flower essences are really powerful in that they support mind, body and soul, and they can bring healing to all 3. There are other ways that plants can help as well. So, essential oils can also help on some of these levels. Herbs can help on a physical level as well. But flower essences really meet you soul to soul. A flower essence is the soul of the plant. So it is that pure essence of the plant that has a unique blueprint. And each plant has this unique blueprint, which is the way that it supports and helps and heals. And think of how many plants there are in the world, and each of those plants has this unique blueprint and a way it can help. So as unique or as diverse as perhaps your problem or the place that needs healing feels, there is a flower that will be there to help. There is a flower for everything, literally everything. So no matter what a client comes to me with, there is a plant and a flower ally that can support them. So never, ever, ever feel that anything is impossible, because the possibilities of flower essences are limitless. They have full potentiality. There is literally a flower for everything. So that's the why we should connect to both and use both of these. I'm going to share with you now 3 tips. So 3 ways in which we can connect to the solar energy. So the center of the sun, the power that's there, the heat, the radiance. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that we can connect to that, and 3 different types of healing that can come from this allyship of solar energy and plant allies. So the first one I want to share with you is about connecting to your own inner sun. So this is your unique way that you light up, that you are radiant, that you are the sun. So some people call this the solar plexus. This is our center within our body, just as the sun is the center of the solar system. Your solar plexus is in your center. So it's an energy point that is around your belly. So if you're new to the chakras, we have 7, or some believe 9 chakras, which are energy points connected to particular themes within our body. So they run up from the root at the bottom all the way up to our crown at the top. So our solar plexus is in the center of us. So this is kind of just below our chest and above our belly button here. And it is often seen or felt as a golden yellow glowing color. And some people see these chakras kind of turning with the energy kind of, or pulsing or radiating in the back and the front of the body and within. Okay, it's not it can't be seen physically like your arm, your hand can, but it is there energetically on lots of different levels. And of course it does affect the physical part of us. So these power centers, these energy centers, can run in a healthy way and they can run in an unhealthy way. So many things can affect how they run. And with our solar plexus, it's our seat of power. It's our inner authority. So when it's running well, we feel confident. Our self-esteem is happy. And also what is healthy, you know, is things like our anger, you know, it is regulated in a way that is healthy and it's expressed in a healthy way. We also feel that we can trust our power and our inner authority. So we're able to offer ourselves responsibility and discipline in a way that is healthy and that is supportive. And we feel confident and have trust in ourselves and our expression of self as well. So when this is running unhealthy, it can lead to irritation and anger, you know, feeling extremes of those 2 emotions. We can also feel low confidence and low self-esteem. So if those kind of feel resonant for you, or even like, you know, low self-trust as well, self-doubt, then it's an indicator that there is some work that needs doing in your solar plexus. So connecting to solar and sun energy can help us to ignite, to heal, to empower, or to also kind of rein in that solar plexus if it's raging too much as well. So connect with the sun and the solar plexus in union. One really simple way of doing this is just to go out in nature and to lie in the sun with your belly exposed. So don't do this for too long, do it healthily and safely. We don't want any sunburn, but to let the sun radiate on your belly and at the same time breathe and meditate and breathe into that center and just let it be exposed to the sun. And you may want to think along any of those themes that I've mentioned as well while you're doing this. So there are many things that can affect our solar plexus, you know, in our life and in society. If we've seen, you know, power that has been misused or our power has been dimmed by other people, we've given our power away. We've learned to mistrust ourselves through being told we're wrong, etc. Bring any of these to mind as you let the solar rays come onto your belly. And then there are some flower essences that in particular that I would recommend that you do with this if you're going to go and work with the solar plexus at any time. So there's 2 flower essences that I use in particular with my flower essence clients whenever there's work that needs doing on the solar plexus. So the first of them is sunflower flower essence. And the sunflower is really about radiating your inner light. So it's a really, really powerful ally for helping with self-confidence and self-esteem. So it's going to act as like an increase to your self-esteem. So you'll feel confident in shining and expressing who you are. So it's going to just add to that. So it's going to work with you through all the ways that you kind of made yourself small and that you've made yourself hidden. And it's going to work with you to find the truth that's kind of behind all this and then bring forth that confidence. So I kind of think about it as like a real Leo kind of energy in the sunflower. I mean, it is the flower of the Leo zodiac, but it really has that energy of bringing forth the lion. Think of the mane of the lion and the mane of the sunflower. It's going to help you with that. I'm just checking if there's anything else I wanted to say about that. Nope, all good. But it's really an ally that's going to help you thrive, succeed, and be seen. So that's sunflower. And then the other one is buttercup. So buttercup holds the essence of the queen. So this is the queen, whether you're masculine or feminine, it's an archetype, so you can be any gender and embody the queen within. But again, it's about accessing this radiance, but from a place of being able to trust yourself and to trust your authority, trusting in who you are. And really, this flower essence is there to empower your self-worth. So it's giving energy to your self-worth. So all the ways that you have felt unworthy, all the ways that you have felt lesser than, is going to again help you heal that, work through that, so you can claim your self-worth, that you can say, I am of value and I deserve. So really 2 powerful essences, plant allies to work with the solar plexus, our inner sun. So my second tip for connecting to the solar and solar energy with plant allies is to heal and empower the masculine. So this is the masculine within and without, and they're one and the same really. Every single one of us contains the masculine. Okay, no matter again what our physical gender or our emotional gender, because they're 2 very different things. Anyway, I won't go into that today. But you know, we all have the masculine within us, and then also we have the masculine outside of us as well. So whether it's you are a man or whether there's men around you, you know, your father, sons, brothers, and also the feminine and the masculine within ourselves. So it is within us as an energy that we all have. And then also there is the archetype of the masculine, which can be kind of called perhaps the king or the father energy. Then we can embody that and we can emulate that energy, that archetype as well. So why would you want to work with that, and why would you want to heal that with solar energy? Well, this inner masculine is the part of us that provides supportive structure and supportive action, is the place that takes loving action. It's the lion heart that is brave and goes out into the world. It provides probably the greatest gift of the masculine, which is to provide a feeling of safety and to provide actual safety through this structure and this action and this creation. So by accessing our inner masculine or healing our relationship with the external masculine as well, we can kind of come into this place where we trust our authority, where we can take action, where we can create structure. You know, it's even that part of us that creates a discipline, and by healing it, we learn that discipline and responsibility actually can equal freedom. So there's all these ways that the masculine have, you know, kind of been wounded and polluted, you know, with this negativity around kind of control, limitation, destruction, death, anger, all these negative things. But the masculine can be so positive in helping and supporting. It's the masculine that can be that container for the feminine to thrive. So think about him as the banks or the vessel that holds the feminine waters. So it's really important that we heal the masculine within us and heal those relationships with our own masculine and the external masculine. So the way that we can do this is to use 3 different trees. Trees in general have a really kind of grounding energy. They help to build this feeling of safety and trust and belonging. But there are 3 in particular that I've chosen today to share with you that, again, I use with flower essence clients that help, you know, with, in particular with these feelings and energy of the masculine and healing it. So the first is oak, in particular English oak, no, British oak to be diplomatic. So the oak is for when you have feelings of overwhelm, when you feel like you just can't cope, like there's just too much. There's so much whirling around in the chaos of your life or society, of thoughts or whatever, and the oak can bring you really strong grounding. It helps you to build strength from your root chakra all the way up to your solar plexus. The second one that you can use is olive tree. So olive tree is again connecting to the king energy, so the king archetype of the masculine. So this is about authority and healthy authority, about how we can reclaim self-authority, how we make our own choices, make our own decisions. So any way that we felt disempowered, where somebody else has made the decisions for us, told us what we can and can't do, told us who we are, who we shouldn't be. Olive is really powerful for helping with that. Olive also helps us connect to the lineage of the masculine and of the kings in particular. So, you know, King Solomon, King David, you know, Yeshua, all of these kind of embodiments of the healthy king. It also connects us to that and heals that within ourselves. The last one, fig. So fig is really about bringing forth our truth. What is our truth? So again, you know, we may be told things by society, by those around us, our upbringing, even our past. But fig helps us to remember what is our truth and to stand strong in our truth. And this is a really solar theme, you know, about radiating your truth. But to be able to radiate it, you have to know it first. So in fact, fig, you know, is a really good plant ally to have, you know, with buttercup, and the 2 together, you know, finding your truth, discerning your truth, feeling worthy, making sure your truth feels worthy of being expressed, and then bringing forth fig to help you express that truth and to kind of trust your inner authority. Fig also brings forth like a nobleness that will always find the gold in everything and anybody in any situation. So again, you can take these 3 as flower essences. So again, they were oak, fig and olive. You can take them as flower essences, or you can just connect with those trees. You can plant them, have them in your garden if one of those themes resonates in particular for you in your life. You can go to those trees, meditate with them, breathe with them, talk to them, journal with them. You may want to paint them. You may want to kind of bring their leaves into your space, your ritual, your altar. You can do yoga and dance with them, you know, if that feels right for you. But, you know, connecting to them in that way. Maybe you want to do so while it's sunny as well, so you're also bringing in that double whammy of the themes of the solar, of the masculine, and the themes of the tree. Yes, and I also wanted to mention here that as well, just this isn't plants or solar things, but you know how I vibe with mythology. Is that there's also some really powerful allies in mythology and deity that can also help you connect to the masculine, and to healing the masculine. So one of these is Helios, so the sun titan of the ancient Greeks. And Helios is actually connected to sunflower flower essence, so you can use them in allyship as well. So that's a plant and a god. And then other ones like Lug and Apollo, you can also invite them into your space and into this work just as an extra ally. And then my third kind of tip or invitation is to create a ritual with the sun, involving the sun and plant allies together. So you can do this ritual with any of the plants and the flowers or the trees that I've mentioned already, but I invite you in particular now to do this with rose. So rose is the flower of summer, the flower of the sun. It's brought forth by the sun's radiance, and it helps us connect to the heart. And the heart is really where the solar plexus and where the light is expressed. So it's where it comes forth in this noble way. So our empowerment and our power, the solar plexus, has to come up through the heart. So it comes forth with love, love in action. So the rose is going to bring love to our solar ritual or healing or embodiment. And I invite you to take part in this 3-part ritual, and I will write this down below for you as well. So first you're going to go out with the roses. You may want to plant roses in your garden or go to other roses. And you're going to take the petals. It's up to you how you work with this. You can take the buds of a petal, buds of a rose, or you can take the petals off. Try to take them when they're kind of, fresh, so they're not dying off. And I invite you to go and take them in the height of the sun. So when it's a sunny day, it's, the sun's shining, it's the middle of the day, and they're really kind of infused with the sun and the solar power and the solar energy. Pick them in right relationship with the flower. So say thank you, give your gratitude, feed and offer something to the plant in return. And then you can do 2 things. You can either use these petals fresh, or you can dry them. If you're going to dry them, it infuses it with the heat of the sun as well, but do so in a warm but dark place. Okay, so if you want to keep the essential oils, or you want to keep the scent and the colour, you want to maybe, where you're drying them, put something over them so they're in the dark, but they're in the warmth so they can dry there. And then you're going to take these rose petals and you're going to use them in a way that is powerful for you to connect to the lion heart of the rose, the heart, the solar energy. So you can use this in any solar plexus connection or healing, any connection to the masculine to bring love and healing into that. So either of those things we've talked about. You can use your rose petals in a bath. So just sprinkling the rose petals in a warm bath, feeling the heat there. You could even, if you've got a bath outside, wouldn't that be amazing? You can use it in tea. So you could have a tea ceremony with the rose petals outside in the sunshine. You could even make your own flower essence if you wanted to. You could use them in your ritual or your ceremony. So you could use the rose petals perhaps to kind of create that masculine boundary around yourself, that loving boundary structure. You can also kind of use it on your altar or your sacred space. So these solar infused petals, sprinkling them on your summer altar if you make such a thing. Just checking that I haven't missed anything else. Summer rose bath tea. Ooh, cakes. You can put them in cakes as well. I mean, cake, yummy. Cakes and biscuits. You can put them in, and then you've got something to share with this solar infused rose petals. Your friends and family, or just for yourself and your self care. You can have that yummy moment with those lovely rose infused things, whether that be jellies or drinks or cakes, etc. and I send my infused rose petals to all my flower essence clients when they get their personalized formula. They all get rose petals that I've done this ritual and this ceremony with, and they're really beautiful to have with you as a reminder of, you know, the beauty and the creation that the sun can create. So I said you can do that with any of the plants that I've mentioned here today. And I hope that all of this supports you in connecting to your solar energy. You know, this isn't just for summertime, although obviously we're here in the summertime and this is a summer theme, but anytime that you want to connect to the sun or that solar energy, you know, even in the heart of winter, you know, in the winter solstice is very much has this connection with the sun and the masculine, so you can still connect to these themes any time of the year. And if you have any questions at all, I can see there are some below, so I'll come and answer those in a minute for you. Any further questions, anything you want me to elaborate on, to tell you more about them, please do just comment below this video wherever you are seeing it. And I hope that this supports you in your connection to your solar energy and in celebration of the sun and all of the life and the joy and the destruction it brings, because we need all of that, you know. They're all part of the cycle of life, everything that the sun offers. So thank you for listening. I hope this has served you and supported you. And I'm going to come down and answer all of your comments now. And I'm sending you so much love and many, many sun solar blessings. And also get in touch, you know, if flower essence consultations resonates for you and feels like that's something that you want to participate in and claim and choose for you, is the power that can come through from the flower essences to both heal and activate all of your dreams and your desires and your highest and greatest healing. So there for you now. Just contact me at any time if that feels like something you want to choose. I'll also put below the link as well for the page that will tell you more about flower essences, more about what I offer, and other videos all about flower essences and plant healing. So sending you lots and lots of love. It's been a joy and a pleasure talking to you today. So blessed, 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 blessed be.